into the mid lane to surprise NAOS eSports. Hopefully they are more prepared this time around. Big priority on the Wukong as well to set things up, because one of the problems that NAOS eSports experienced before was whenever they don't pick the jungler for Zaupi on the second rotation, is that those champions get banned, and it puts him in a really tough spot in which he cannot influence the team fights when it doesn't have the Wukong or the Vi.
Don't want to play the Alistar, huh? We're going to be picking the Alistar. Oh, man, I like this flex from the side of NAOS eSports. And having a Wukong is also a good measure. Even if you have a lot of CC here, having the Olaf on the side of BRU is still going to be hard, because so far from what we've seen from the Olaf getting picked, they don't really perform that well when it comes to the late game, because people have been iffy about the Ragnarok changes. Having just 3 seconds from the Ragnarok was a really different change for a lot of the other teams, but Valdos played it well during their time against NGX. So also the Skorky has always been a good priority for BRU on their fight against NGX.
And they can still pick up the Jhin, right? And the best thing right now in terms of consideration for BRU to pick up this Olaf is that NAOS eSports is building a lot of melee frontline champions here for their side. So the Olaf wouldn't really have a much of a problem with the changes that they had on the Ragnarok. He's going to be able to constantly just provide that frontline pressure to NAOS eSports and keep on bashing them up.
That was a good call. That was a good call.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the 3-1 from NGX went for a full course to a 3-3, because of that Yuumi from What the Chess.
Well, I love the Garen response as well by BRU. Them taking it out means that Calm is being handed over a lot of respect, but the Renekton is actually more preferable here for NAOS eSports, honestly, because they already have so much frontline. Yeah, the Garen can serve really well against the Olaf, but laning phase would be much more stable now for NAOS eSports with this Renekton. It should be a lock-in. They're just waiting for whatever Mirmo can fully utilize for that last pick.
Yeah. That last pick could potentially be Mirmo's, or even if Mirmo picks up this illusion, it will still be okay on the side of NAOS. Still have capabilities. If this is going to be a double ADC, there's a chance for NAOS to go for a Zed on the hands of Mitsura, which is also something that they could go for. But on the hands of Tipper, I've seen Tipper perform well. I think we were the ones who casted that. Tipper on the Riven is a headache, man. He was a headache during that game.
Yeah, that's the best possible way to describe it, actually, because Nigma Galaxy had a really tough time with Tipper on the Riven, always having the best angle into a team fight on a flank position. Also, side lane priority, or the split push pressure that he provides is insane, and looks like Zoe last pick here for BRU. Let's go.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know if this is going to be Golden Feet or Noel's, but I do prefer for BRU to just give this to Golden Feet on the Zoe and fight against Mirmos Ezreal on the bot lane, which would be way better, because the Corki illusion is at least a bit equal when it comes to the fighting chances. So on this hand, though, let's take a look at how both of these lineups were made.
It's gonna be that.
NAOS on the side right here has a lot of knockups, has a lot of pick-up potential from the Renekton, but they have a double ADC on their side, so they would really have a better chance on the late game compared to the other side. But on the other hand, the burst potential from the side of BRU, having the Zoe on their hands, and if you're fighting against an ADC when you have a Zoe, it's easy to burst them down after just one Sleepy Trouble bubble.
I love that Zoe as well is handed over here to Golden Feet, because he is just really good on these burst type champions. Is one of the reasons why NAOS eSports had a really hard time against him the last time that they have met, is because of his influence on team fights. And Noel is very stable on champions like the Corki as well. It's one of his most popular picks. So everything is in flavor of both of these teams, especially with the adjustments that they have made from the past series that they had suffering a gruesome loss, and now they're just ready to start the series with a banger.
Yeah, one of the things that BRU could also use for themselves too is that the fact that members right here of NAOS eSports doesn't have an AP damage coming from them, it will be easy to itemize against them just to go full armor on the side of BRU. But on the other hand, they can do the same thing on the side of NAOS eSports, because yes, they have damage from the Olaf, yes, they have that AD damage from the Riven, but most of the higher forms of DPS from the side of BRU are going to be AP, because that's a Corki and a Zoe.
Mm, I'm trying to think of how BRU is going to handle the early game right now, because mid lane actually would give it to, I mean, have it as equal. It depends on how Mitsura is going to be funneled over here with Zaupe, right? Depending on how he's going to improve, because the Olaf will take some time to scale up. Most of the time, we just see the Olaf trying to reach level 5 before he actually does something. Wraith is going here in the mid lane just to help him out, but he was like, "What are you doing here? Get out here!"
What a headbutt! What a headbutt! Denies him, but Calm gets Zipper though. What a flash, and Calm gets the first blood easily.
Insane movements here by Calm. We started this series with a concern that Zipper might actually have really good control in this game, but Calm says, "Nope, nothing to be worried about."
Yeah. Okay, based on the replay that we've seen though, Zipper wasn't expecting the damage from Calm though. Look at that damage.
Oh man. Not even an ignite used there. Calm was just supreme and confident that he can just easily take down Zipper, predicted his movements as well, cut down his escape path. And now he has additional gold in his pocket to even dominate the lane.
Yeah. And from their hands with BRU, something that they would really love here is to have the early game in their favor. Because remember, they have the Olaf, they want the Olaf to snowball. And that's what you usually expect whenever you pick an Olaf. But if you give a lot of kills to the side of NAOS eSports, that defeats the purpose. So BRU needs to really come back on that loss that they had on the top side. But looking at this fight, Calm really knows how to play against this Ribbon.
Whenever I see a really good Renekton player, I can't help but think of how, you know, Autolus plays the Renekton with the 100%.
That man just plays it.
Yeah,
but here,
insane.
Bot lane, Golden Feet, Sleepy Trouble Bubble was able to hit onto Birmo. Birmo's gonna be dead right here. Not gonna be able to survive. Here comes Zaupe. He tries to help out. He's not level 5. Doesn't have the Cyclone. Flashes in. Would have another Golden Sap in a bit, but Zaupe, oh, he gave him a flash. That's why he was able to get out.
Yeah, really good use there off the flash of Zaupe. Was able to get out of harm's way and just equalize the number of kills from initially. Now eSports has gotten into the top lane, but I think we still see Calm actually doing a really good job against Tipper. Every time that Tipper gets engaged on it, tries to use the shield, Calm just easily neglects everything with enhanced Predator.
Yeah, has the dominance though. He's gonna be slicing and dicing, but Wind Slash is gonna be there to end his life free. Doesn't have the ultimate just yet, so he's gonna be falling down. He survives. Low HP on the side of BRU, but now they have advantage.
Quite timely by BRU. They know that some of the cooldowns were still there for Calm and immediately turned on to him with perfect synergy.
Yeah. Pretty good timing though, especially for the side of BRU. But they really know how to play around it. That Wind Slash, it wasn't expecting the key burst to the Broken Wings be able to CC him that long. Dominus was a bit delayed. And that's why he wasn't able to survive that skirmish, that dive in the top lane.
And that's one of the reasons why Tipper should always be respected.
Yeah. Sleepy Trouble Bubble is able to hit. That's again Mirmo forcing to use the Honey Fruit.
We'll be fine into the bottom lane, but this is why we just love Golden Feet on champions like Zoe, right? APCs can still have massive influence.
Yeah. And with that, what we're seeing here, trying to dive Tipper. Cyclone's gonna be there. Oh, the headbutt full rise wasn't able to hit. Because of that flash, that could have been a kill for NAOS.
Completely neutralize the whole gank there by NAOS eSports. With the amount of resources they have spent there, BRU can just do two things. Either set a gank into the mid lane or bottom lane, or just have a Valdez continue to farm, in which he will be more than happy to do so. That's why this Olaf is starting to be a little bit more concerning, because he's just getting so much resources with the farms.
Yeah. That's what you want whenever you're playing in the Olaf. Having the resources on your side is going to be very, very important, especially the early to the mid game, and where Olaf is very, very strong. Yes, the changes from Olaf just made him a bit stronger when going for Ragnarok, but Ragnarok duration is way lower compared to before. So that's one of the caveats of that patch. But one thing that is good is at least he has more consistent early to mid game.
I mean, it can be concerning on the duration, but as long as he keeps on attacking the members of NAOS eSports,
as long as they have 3 melees.
Yeah, and in which they have.
It's gonna be easy.
They want team fight here. BRU getting the RH, you want to accelerate the game, maybe bash the tower into the top lane to deny mostly of the control of Calm, but we have seen the pattern. Dragons are the best thing.
Yeah, and also, Tipper fighting against Mitsura in the bot lane, using the Bleed of the Exile already. Wraith don't go in. 2 shot for Vaj. It's able to get the kill on their side. But one thing that I really wanted to point out that NAOS and NGX have the same thing, thinking every time. They always go for the dragon every time, and they give the other objective onto the other side most of the time. That's why WRL is going to be on the hands of BRU, and they're just trading for this dragon.
And as eSports getting a lot of plays into the bottom lane means that they can equalize the amount of gold that BRU will be having with the RH. As long as BRU doesn't get 2 charges, they should be fine.
Ooh, great stun. Wraith isn't going to be able to follow up. Exhaust is going to be there. The damage onto the Calm might be able to kill him, but it's not enough. Barrier is going to be there. Save his life. Ignite from Wraith forces Noel to go for a flash.
That was a bit of a misplay coming in from Brave, not gonna lie. But still was at least able to get a summoner spell out of that Corki. Now mid's gonna be pushed up. Not yet enough to actually take it down.
Yeah.
Still need to auto-attack it. So it's okay for NAOS eSports.
At least they got some plates though. That's one of the things that's good for BRU. That's why they always prioritize this Rip Herald. Is that because they want to get early advantage onto the lane, and if ever they miss up the wave onto the mid lane, Dipper can just push this easily. It's a good thing that Mirma is already here in just a bit. This is still going to be on the hands of NAOS, and this mid lane should be defended at all costs.
And BRU started to get a couple of gold lead, right? 1,600 gold over NAOS eSports, plus tickets that they have made over the course of the time, equating to NAOS eSports as well, means that they're really stepping up a notch in their early game pressure. NAOS eSports, given that they do have to take some time for Mirma to actually pop off, means that they have to avoid some of it.
Yeah, Mitsuru won't be able to survive this though. 2 members are here in front of him, and that BRU is just gonna have a free kill.
That's the second time that he got caught out, and he has to really tone down his movements in the bottom lane. That means that BRU is going to be able to get the tower for free here.
First cert, 4 platings in the mid lane. They're getting a lot of platings all over the map, and that's a big advantage for BRU. And especially giving it to Thipper, who's a really good Riven player. That's not gonna pair well for this team.
Mitsura just wanted to get the tower into the bottom lane. Maybe get that first tower. This Olaf is like
he was running.
He was running. It was Usain Bolt there.
Yeah, it was so fast, and that because he used the dash during that time, he wasn't able to really get out with another relentless pursuit and maybe even go for a flash. Not enough though. And again, on the side of BRU, we're seeing them just giving a lot of resources to Valdez and Zipper. The focus is just on this side, and because they are the ones who could really carry the early to mid game in their favor, that's why they're really putting up a lot of resources onto these 2 players.
And Big Valley also on the Ghost, right? Because right now, Valdez can just easily auto-attack and chase down anyone.
Yeah, knock up onto the top side.
Oh!
Gap off the Jets with a body slam, put him forward! But at least they got a 1-for-1. Rave's gonna be chased down. Valdez is too fast. This is gonna be the Righteous Enchant. He's gonna be here, and that is enough to get the kill on him. 2 kills to the side of BRU.
Ragnarok, the Ghost, the Righteous Enchant. This guy is having like 700 movement speed in the game.
Fast, man. It's crazy seeing it in action because he's just too fast.
These are the things we try out on the practice or the training mode, but we're seeing it in action right now.
Really funny that they tried to go for this. What the just almost just sacrificed their first life there. I think he actually sacrificed their first life there, but it was still good because that tower shot coming in from the explosive gas to the body slam was enough to get the last kill and able to put Rave in a position in where he won't be able to back away.
Yeah, they were too deep. That's why they were able to actually get the better end of that fight. And slowly but surely, BRU's lead is slowly growing. Now eSports needs to patch that up, because if this continues, especially in the Baron lane priority, look at the kill stat Tipper is getting. 2, 3, and 2. That's a lot of kill influence or kill team fight participation that he has been able to be a part with, and that influences his gold as well. And that can also influence later on the team fights.
What the yeah. It's actually stopping it. Now the Dragon's gonna be coming up in just 5 seconds, Giyang. They had the package already on the hands of the well. This could expire before the Dragon fight even happens.
They need to stall him out. They need to buy some time. And BRU, the only thing they have right now in mind is either force this objective or force a team fight. Mirma is very low. Noel still has the package. They're waiting for the opening.
It's a bit too early to take that package. Minster's already half HP. They're trying to move forward, but now eSports is trying to back away. The package is supposed to cast was perfect, but now low HP onto the well. They got 1 kill. They were disassembled just because of that explosive cast. And now that's advantage to the side of BRU, and they can take the Drake without any
Oh.
challenges. Wait, what?
Actually, I thought it hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was odd.
What?
Isolation.
Yeah.
Insane.
Gonna go in. Look at this. Golden Feet. Trying to do some damage, but the Cyclone's going to be there. Minster went forward. Thought it's going to be stopped from taking this Mountain Drake. They don't have a lot of mana on their side, though. What they're just going to be able to get the body slam. Stops him when distracted. That's going to be a kill. The well goes in. And that is going to be another kill to the side of BRU. And Drake is going to be taken for free. Now this time for sure.
Yeah, salt into the wound there of NAOS eSports after losing a previous team fight. They went on another one.
5 members of Steel here. They're going to be able to get it. Wraith is going to fall down. No contest from the side of BRU. That's 2 kills bonus after that Drake.
What is that? 6 total kills that BRU has gotten over the course of 3 team fights, including the Dragon. That is insurmountable gold had injected towards BRU. Let's check that one more time, because now esports seem to be very scattered. Dipper as well. Big influence all the time on the team fights. The goal is very similar to the last time they have met. Isolate them and then take them down. Divide and conquer, always working for BRU.
Yeah, one of the things that I could really point out here for the side of NAOS eSports especially is that they tried to go for this even without the smite. That was too risky. It was good in a sense because BRU's HPs are low. They didn't have a lot of mana, but it was still a 2v5 during that fight.
And since you don't have the smite, at most your goal should be just stopping them from taking the dragon. Yeah. Maybe take some kills along the way, but given the numbers advantage of BRU as well and their relatively healthy HPs, that's not really possible for NAOS eSports. Now the gold lead keeps on ballooning. Now 5,000 in 12 minutes, and BRU is starting to scale up. This is the scary thing, right? Because they have now the Mountain Dragon. It's more difficult to actually take down this Olaf.
Oh, also one of the problems though, first their turrets are still going strong. No towers have been taken down to the side of BRU, and that is just going to give them more priority when it comes to this neutral objectives that we have. We have the Baron available already, and it's going to be hard for them to take priority. It's going to be hard for them to take some space around the map as long as they don't have the towers taken down.
I mean, even if BRU doesn't have towers taken down, right? One thing that we really love is the macro and vision.
Yeah, they have the towers already. They're gonna go to Mitsura. Really fast. Look at that. Olaf going in, and that's gonna be a kill. Mitsura's gonna fall. Brave is gonna survive for a bit. He's tanking a lot of damage, but Salvi's gonna try to help him out with the Cyclone. Now eSports loses 1 member, and that could be a call for Baron for BRU.
They have cracked the code. They know that now eSports would keep on getting this Wukong, get crowd control compositions, and this Olaf has been a big influence, as well as the other members. Now,
have 1 body slam. It's not going to be able to hit, but the well is going to be there to support him out. That's going to be the stasis to buy some time. Dipper might be able to help him out. The flash and the wind slash! That's going to be a kill on 1, and BRU still is going to take this Baron 3k HP. Raven's going to try to move forward. Doesn't have the ultimate just yet, but they're still going to be trying to get the kill on at least 1. Dipper's going to be backing away. 1 kill onto the back line. They got 1. They're going to get more. Zalpi doesn't have anywhere to go, but Mitsuru is here to try to help them out with the wind slash. That's going to be it. They have the broken wings more. He's going to be able to get the Valor out. He's going to be surviving what to just help him out. And this is still a fight in favor of them with the really raging Viking in front. Valda's going to take the kill. And BRU just takes Baron and takes another ace to their side.
They take everything here against NAOS eSports. This team is just insane right now, getting everything against NAOS eSports. Sudden 3,000 gold injected plus this Baron plus the towers they are taking. Absolute domination right now of BRU United eSports. Something that we have wanted to see from this team as well is definitely manifesting. They have cracked the codes towards the composition of NAOS eSports, and they can't do anything.
Yeah, it's a 3v1. Still fighting against them. He's that tanky, he doesn't care, and Zalpi's gonna die in front of them. What a great explosive cast again from What the Jess. And BRU is just with a 10k gold lead with 17 kills on their side. This might be go next for the side of NAOS.
This gold ballooned within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes. That's how insane the progression has been for BRU. And let's check that replay one more time, because the control of BRU in this whole Baron pit area is superb. Nothing that NAOS eSports can do, no matter how much they've tried. They forced out a team fight, but the kiting and the influence of Dipper is just insane. 3 man knock up right there into the suppressor, into the CC chain. They completely zone away NAOS eSports. They tried at the very end. Zappe actually tried to flash, but missed it by a small margin. Couldn't get the smite in, and they were overextended. That's why BRU had just one simple call. Get those kills, punish the overextension, and get this gold lead up and running.
Man, it was a 3v1 and Olaf was still able to take one, and what the Justice did been really great! And again, as I'm saying his name, he was able to get another play, an explosive cast to take two, and now eSports can't even defend their base. It's gonna be a 3v5. It's gonna be the last fight that now is gonna be going for another stun coming in from Calm, but it's not gonna help their case because BRU wants to end this. There's no more shields in that Nexus, but as long as they take the defense, the minions are gonna fall down and they're gonna be buying themselves some time.
This is a well-accelerated BRU in this game. Now eSports is not in the time for them to actually engage, but they keep on being forced. This base is crumbling.
Yeah, this is going to be on the hands of BRU. This is going to be their game. They're just going to be ending it, going in for the end. They're going to try to go and clear the minion waves on the side of NAOS eSports. A lot of members of BRU aren't focusing down on the Nexus, but they're trying to take some kills. Still alive on their side. What a great way to run around the Nexus. And they got one kill. At least they're going to take this rake.
Now eSports, this is tower defense mode here for their side. They're just 2 down. This dragon is absolutely free for BRU, and they can even just wait for the Baron to spawn up and the Elder Dragon. And now eSports, at this point, they cannot force any team fight anymore. They tried a while ago. It cost so much, and the history has stated itself. Team fighting is more on the side of BRU all throughout this game.
Wait a second. Okay, NAOS was able to take that. Yeah, I think the Smite was able to take it. Yeah, and there you go. At least NAOS was able to buy themselves some time. This is gonna be the last fight. They have the Baron, we have the Elder Drake. I think during this time, on a 20:3, on this disadvantage, they just bought themselves some time because BRU could still end this. With how the game has been working so far, BRU, even with Valdez face tanking everybody, they can't even kill the Valdez man himself. That's a problem. Now, one thing that they can see here for the side of BRU is that this team was refreshed from their fight against NGX, and they are now in pristine form against NAOS eSports, not even giving them a chance on this battle. And as we've seen, that Gragas has always been one of the banes of a lot of the PH teams because one explosive cast disassembles everything that they are planning.
Everything. Package as well, just like how Noel used it in the mid lane fight a while ago. Is just very, very helpful for them. Now they're focusing on the Elder Dragon. Valdez is on his way. The rest of NAOS eSports want to contest, but this is starting to be scary.
Yeah, no vision on the side of the map. Unbreakable Will has already been used by Wraith. They can go for the fight right here, but look at Zappe. They're going to go to Tipper. I think Tipper is going to die here, but Wraith also with low HP. The members right here are going to be able to knock him up. Tipper is going to be surviving. Is he? What? He actually did! Tipper survives. Now
No
these boys
way.
are running away. Members of BRU are really, really tanking right now. Valdez is going to go in. Minnesota needs to flash away, and that's going to be 2 members down over the side of NAOS eSports. Mirma goes in for the Essence Shift, but it's not going to be enough. They're down. Members of BRU are chasing them all, and NAOS eSports are going to lose. Mirma doesn't have a lot of damage, and that's going to be Valdez taking another kill, and that's an exhausted slow him down. This is going to be a very dead calm, but that's the members of BRU. Immaculate team fighting, immaculate plays. The communication from this squad just got them game 1.
In a dominating fashion as well. I mean, game was basically over at 50.